I'm going to show you exactly how to add Google Docs as a source in NotebookLM. Open your browser, click the address bar, and type notebooklm.com. Press enter and the NotebookLM homepage loads. If you're not signed in, click Sign In and choose the Google account that owns or can view the document. I'm already signed in, so I land straight on the Notebook homepage. This is the notebook list. Yours might be empty if it's your first time. That's fine. On this page, you either open an existing notebook or click Create New. Since I already have one called Project Notes, I'll click its name. The notebook opens and the left side of the screen shows the Sources panel. That's the left sidebar, not the chat area. The Google Doc is going to land in that panel. At the top of the Sources panel, click Add Source. A small menu opens with a few source types. Google Drive is the one you want. Don't pick Link here, that's for pasting a web page. Choose Google Drive from the menu. The Google Drive file picker opens in front of the notebook. This is where account mismatch trips people. Before selecting anything, look at the top right corner of the picker. It has to show the same Google account you used to sign in. If it shows a different account, click that avatar and switch accounts now. If you skip this, the file either won't appear in the list or the import will fail later. Now find your Google Doc. On the left side of the picker, you can switch between My Drive, Shared with Me, and Recent Files. I'll stay in My Drive because I own the doc I'm adding. Since there are a lot of files, I'll use the search bar at the top and type Q3 Content Plan. The list filters instantly. There's the file. Click it once to select it. At the bottom of the picker, the Insert button is now active. Click Insert. Some accounts show Import instead of Insert. Same action. You can also just double-click the file name and skip that bottom button entirely. The picker closes and the file drops into the Sources panel. Next to the title, there's a small spinner. That spinner means NotebookLM is reading and indexing the document. Let it run. A short doc with 10 pages finishes in a few seconds. A huge one with hundreds of pages can take a minute or more. Don't click away or close the notebook while that spinner is going. I did that once and the import got stuck. If it gets stuck, remove the source from the panel and add it again. While it's indexing, look at the title as it sits in the panel. If the original Google Doc used clean headings, NotebookLM will map the content much more accurately. It uses those headings to break up the document, so the answers it gives later are sharper. If the doc is one long block of text with no headings, it still works, but the AI has to guess at the structure. Once the spinner disappears, the source is active. Click the title and the document opens in the viewer on the right. You'll see the headings in the preview. That's the confirmation indexing is done. If you don't see headings, it means the original doc didn't have any, and that's worth fixing in Google Docs before you rely on this notebook for answers. Now that it's working, the next thing you'll probably want is adding a second Google Doc. Click Add Source again and choose Google Drive the same way. NotebookLM indexes each one into the same notebook, so you can ask questions across all of them together. If your next doc lives in a shared folder, go back into the picker and click Shared with Me on the left. That's the one I use for team documents. Another thing you might need later is removing a source. Next to the doc name in the Sources panel, click the three-dot menu and choose Remove. That only removes it from the notebook. Your original file in Google Drive stays exactly where it was. And the obvious final step is asking a question. Click the chat box at the bottom and type, "What are the action items from the Q3 plan?" NotebookLM will answer and cite the Google Doc you just added, so you can see exactly where it pulled the answer from. If this helped, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment saying this was helpful. Comments are what push these videos to more people searching for the same thing.